PricewaterhouseCoopers wanted to take the opportunity of introducing you to your delivery team for the operations review. Our focus for the review are the support functions and administration services across the university. PricewaterhouseCoopers have brought together a very experienced team who have worked with numerous universities and post-secondary clients in North America and around the globe. The team is made up of functional experts with diverse clients and geographical experience, all of whom have delivered sustainable change and client benefits in complex and challenging environments. It's a lovely facility here, isn't it? It just shows how they've taken the lead. I'm James McLean. I'm going to be the project manager for the project here at the University of Calgary. My role will also include covering some of the HR and communications work streams, so I'll be working with those areas of the support function to try and identify opportunities. We've got great strength in the higher education sector across the board, both in the UK and the US in particular, and we'll be drawing on some of that expertise as part of the project.
Our philosophy, my philosophy, is very much you find the best people you can and you take them to your client. And in terms of the team, a real breadth of background, because we believe that's what's needed here.
Currently, I'm the leader of what we call our finance effectiveness practice in the Calgary office. It's part of the performance improvement group, and what that means is we look at the finance operations of companies, not only for those groups to run a very efficient, effective shop, but how best for those groups to integrate with the business overall and support that business as best they can.
I bring over 25 years of experience in an academic environment, with 17 years of experience in a faculty, leading human resources, operations, budgeting, and strategic planning.
I'm Rachel Wildman. Because of my legal background, working at one of the largest law firms in Calgary, and my experience at University of Calgary, I completed both my undergraduate degree and my MBA here. I'll be working mainly on the legal and the student services aspects of this project.
I'm Jeff Sakade. I'm an engineer by background and have had a lot of experience with large global companies, both in Canada and overseas. I've just come off a major project in Washington State where I spent 5 months day to day working with this company to try to improve their performance, reduce cost, make them more efficient and effective.
I'm a management consultant who focuses in the area of information technology. Worked in this area for about, I guess, 23 years or so. Specialize in areas in cost takeout for IT, service improvement, looking at IT process, looking at how IT services fulfill business requirements.
When I finished school, I first started my job. My role was primarily in maintenance, plant engineering roles. Over the years, I worked in health and safety, environment, and then eventually moved over to project management.
So one of the most important things for the project will be to make sure that we're able to identify quick benefits for the university. My background, I'm a chartered engineer by training. I've consulted in a wide variety of environments and most recently led a major change project with an oil and gas company in the UK where we transformed their operation from 14 fragmented business units to an overall cohesive organisation with standardised and simplified processes and ways of operating.
We just recently completed a similar type of engagement, but it was for the private sector. At the end of the engagement, our closing meeting with the executive, not only were they very appreciative of all the benefits that were received, being it cost reductions and service improvements, but spoke with passion around how good the change was and how this could be a continuous improvement thing as they move forward.
So we felt it really important to get out here, see the facilities. We've got some people on the team that have been students here at the university, and we've got lots of relationships here at the university.
I've been a student here, so I know what it's like. I know what kind of services the students require. I know what the university needs to do to satisfy those kinds of needs.
I live right next door to the UFC, which is, and I use the facilities there at the gym and the pool on a regular basis. Also, I have kids who are coming to university age as well, and my oldest son is actually applying to UFC.
What do we think are going to be the important factors or the key factors to try and focus on during the project?
In terms of improving service and reducing costs, I mean, some people think that can't be done, but it can be
Absolutely.
done. And we've done it in PwC projects in the past, and we know that it's happened here at the university as well with the Imagine project, where costs were reduced, but service was actually improved.
Most organizations have grown up building the complexity around the organization. And I think that's similar to the USC, where it's grown, and I know there's been significant growth. In order to reduce that complexity, many organizations are trying to find that proper balance between how we deliver our services from a centralized versus decentralized to meet the requirements of that kind of frontline facing faculty or department.
We feel one of the things that differentiates us is the team structure that we're suggesting. So ensuring that all of us in terms of the work streams have relationships with the administration support teams as well as faculties is absolutely critical, because we need to make sure that those people that are going to be affected by the changes taking place have had an involvement in deciding what the future looks like.
One of the things we want to do in this project is that when we're talking about cost reduction, when we're talking about improvements, we want to make sure that those improvements are in line with the university's sustainability plan.
We've been asked to look at services which are really primarily back office, so supporting the academic functions and the faculties. Ideally, systems and processes are spread uniformly across the organization such that everybody is doing the same thing in the same kind of way. That's the way that you help drive out cost. And students are quite demanding these days. Students are actually, I think, pushing the envelope in terms of what IT services are provided, the Facebook generation, the Gen Ys out there. So yeah, I think the students are big stakeholders in that respect.
I think some of the challenges that you find in an academic institution are, it's a very unique culture. And understanding that unique culture is important, and as well as understanding the diverse group of stakeholders that the university has. It's very important for ensuring that you've got everyone engaged and understand what the priorities are for each of those groups.
Over the years, what I've learned is I got to come up with solutions which are very simple for people to implement, and people are going to be able to be receptive to it, and we just have to make it happen.
The university is really two things. It's about people, and it's a massive complex of building and infrastructure that has to run successfully. Often consultants are accused of not being in the real world. The engineering background, the experience with large transformation, and as well, you know, as you would expect from PricewaterhouseCoopers, individuals with very, very strong finance, accounting, budget, cost analysis background as well. So, yeah, great team.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting and unique organisation to work with.
I'm really excited about working on this project, as this is an opportunity to help one of the leading universities in Canada take the lead in terms of service delivery as well as academic delivery. And we've got a fantastic opportunity to pull a team together that makes a real difference in a short period of time.